Hi guys, it's Lim here and I'm the Games Tasker. This is my top 10 arcade games of all time. This list took me 3 days. It was difficult to do. If you've got games that should have been added on the list, comment below, hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoy the video.
Here's the tip.
From downtown, that's right, NBA Jam is at number 10. NBA Jam found its popularity with its photorealistic digital graphics, over-the-top presentation and exaggerated style on 2-on-2 basketball play. The 1993 NBA Jam arcade classic allowed players to jump many times above their own height, making slam dunks that defy human capabilities and freely shove or elbow opponents out the way without any consequences. It also featured some random and secret characters, one being Macaulay Culkin. NBA Jam is an amazing game for friends, or even when you bumped into randoms in the arcade. NBA Jam delivered every single time. Whether you're picking Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, or even Macaulay Culkin, NBA Jam deserves to be at number 10. Coming in at number 9, one of the greatest classics, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Strangely enough, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs never made it onto any console, but was a massive hit in the arcades. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was made in 1993 by the amazing Capcom. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is a side-scrolling beat-em-up based on the comic book series Xenozoic Tales. So 3 of you can play at once, guiding your selected characters through 8 stages, battling various enemies and bosses. There are 4 player characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. The characters include Jack, Hannah, Mustafa and Mess. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is a famous arcade game and we used to play this as kids all day. Gut ripping, machine gunning, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is our number 9. Join Billy Lee and Jimmy Lee as they save Linda in Double Dragon, coming in at number 8. Double Dragon is a 1987 beat-em-up video game made by Technos Japan and Taito. Double Dragon was one of the most famous games ever to be released for the arcades. Double Dragon paved the way for all the side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Double Dragon is the GOAT. Double Dragon was one of the most successful beat-em-ups in history, winning multiple Game of the Year awards in 1987, 88 and 89. Even though the graphics aren't the best, Double Dragon's music was brilliant and the gameplay was so much fun. It's a very frustrating fighting game, but it is one of the best. Pick up those baseball bats, smash those enemies in the faces. Double Dragon is our number 8. Is it Conan the Barbarian? Is it Snow White and her 7 Dwarfs? It's neither. It's Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder coming in at number 7. Golden Axe The Revenge of Death Adder was created by Sega for the arcades. As all its predecessors, Golden Axe is a hack and slash, side-scrolling, 2D fighting game. There are 4 characters to choose from. That's Goa the Giant, Sternblade the Barbarian, Dora the Kenturide, and Little Trix, a young elf lad who carries a pitchfork. A nice little new addition to Golden Axe the arcade. 2 players could actually team up and beat the same person up doing special moves. Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder's graphics are fantastic. The gameplay is brilliant and the sound is fantastic. This is definitely an arcade game that is not to be missed. Riding dragons and splitting skulls, Golden Axe The Revenge of Death Adder is our number 7. Fighting dragons, taking over castles and saving princesses. It's Dragon's Lair at number 6. Dragon's Lair was made in 1991 and the video game was created by Rick Dyer. Dragon's Lair was so popular, it was adapted into a television show and comic book series. Dragon's Lair is the first of its kind and was the first game to run quick-time events. Players only have 5 controls: up, down, left, right, and attack. Gameplay consists of reacting to on-screen button prompts which trigger pre-drawn success or failure animations, essentially a forerunner of the modern quick-time events. Dragon's Lair is so short. It is one of the shortest games in history. A perfect run with no deaths lasts no more than 12 minutes in total. The game has 22 minutes or 50,000 frames of animated footage, including individual death scenes and game over screens. From rescuing princesses and slaying dragons, Dragon's Lair is our number 6. That's right, guys, it's the first game to trigger everybody's epilepsy. It's House of the Dead, coming in at number 5. The House of the Dead is a 1997 horror-themed light gun shooter game developed by Sega. The player assumes the roles of agents Thomas Rogan and G as they combat an army of undead experiments created by Dr. Curian, a mad scientist. The House of the Dead was one of the first games to have zombies on it, popularising all zombie video games. In the House of the Dead, players use a light gun to aim and shoot at all approaching zombies. The characters' pistols use magazines which hold 6 rounds. Players reload by shooting away from the screen. Even though House of the Dead looks very dated now, it was one of the greatest arcade games ever to be released, winning numerous awards. From shooting off zombies' faces and saving civilians, House of the Dead comes in at number 5. From Demolition to Hulk Hogan, Legion of Doom, Jake the Snake Roberts, that's right, coming in at number 4 is Wrestle Fest. Wrestle Fest is a professional wrestling video game developed and released by Technos Japan in the arcades in 1991. Just like its predecessor, Wrestle Fest simulates professional wrestling matches. The game had support for up to 4 simultaneous players and the ability to insert more credits into the machine to buy energy. There's 2 modes in Wrestle Fest, which is Royal Rumble and Saturday night's main event. From amazing graphics, from amazing gameplay, this game is brilliant to play with all your friends. So grab a beer, get some snacks and get ready to just smash your friend's face in. There's nothing more satisfying than getting an arm pressed by the Ultimate Warrior or leg dropping with Hulk Hogan. Wrestle Fest comes in at number 4. Get your TIE Fighters ready, get your lightsaber in your pocket and your blaster in your hand. That's right, Star Wars Trilogy is our number 3. Star Wars Trilogy is an arcade game developed by Sega. Star Wars is a 3D rail shooter based on the original trilogy Star Wars films, released alongside their special editions. Star Wars has 2 main themes, 3 missions that reenact key scenes from the original Star Wars film trilogy, plus a final unlockable mission and 2 boss battles against Darth Vader and Boba Fett. This game kept you entertained for hours and hours, and the only thing that you wished for was more money to play it. Star Wars Trilogy was one of the greatest games ever to be released in the arcade, and it kept me going back every day just so I could keep playing and beat Darth Vader. Whether you're killing Boba Fett or Darth Vader, or flying your TIE Fighter in Hoth, Star Wars Trilogy is our number 3. Cowabunga dudes, that's right, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming in at number 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a 1989 beat-em-up arcade game released by Konami. It is based on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, including the first animated series that began airing 2 years earlier. The player gets to choose from one of the 4 Ninja Turtles: Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello and Raphael. The aim of the game is simple. After Shredder kidnaps the Turtles' friend April O'Neil and their mentor Splinter, they must give chase, save their comrades and defeat the evil Shredder. One of the cool things with Turtle Arcade is that there was 4 chairs around the monitor. So if you was on your own, people could just jump in and sit next to you and you would make friends all day long. Spinning on your shell and screaming cowabunga. That's right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is our number 2. Whether you're round-assing people in Brazil or uppercutting them in China, this is Street Fighter 2, our number 1 arcade game. Street Fighter 2 is a 2D fighting game developed by Capcom. It was created in 1991 and is the second installment in the Street Fighter series. Street Fighter 2 vastly improved many of the concepts introduced in the first game, including the use of special command-based moves, a combo system, a 6-button configuration, and a wider selection of playable characters, each with a unique fighting style. By 1994, it had been estimated that 25 million people had played this game in the United States alone. Street Fighter 2 is regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time released for the arcade, and it is the most important and influential fighting game in history. Hadouken with Ryu or Ken, electrocuting with Blanca, or spinning burn kicking with Chun-Li, either way, Street Fighter 2 is our number 1 arcade classic. Thank you so much for watching that video. Again, if you feel like we've missed any games off, comment below and hit that subscribe button. Thank you again. See you in the next video.
Copy.